What's going on, guys? I want to make this quick video on Torch. Yes, I'm using Zoom right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to get all the other YouTube stuff set up. I did buy a tripod for my phone, so we're getting there. I want to make some videos discussing a lot of the trades that we're talking about in our Discord chat. I think that'll bring more value to people. And I really wanted to go over a Torch in particular. A lot of interest in it in our group right now. And so I just wanted to do the technical analysis of it. I don't really want to get into the fundamentals. I think we talk about those like every single day, and most people know what's going on. If not, feel free to DM me or Graham. He loves this stuff. So let's get into it. I want to look at this on the 90-day 1 hour chart. And so you'll see a lot of lines and stuff, but we get a lot of news of this stuff happening coming in from last Wednesday, and it pops it up and it just kind of stagnates, consolidates for a while. And some bigger news here, right here, a lot of debt was converted, and then some more positive like green lights that said, hey, the merger is on. And then we had a peak here at 483, and then just like what anybody else would do, it sells off. There's a lot of profit taking happening, and from that peak, we are down. I'm going to do a calculation for you guys so you can see. But we are down about 33% from that peak. Yeah, so about 20, anywhere from like 27 to like 30 is kind of a fair number to say that we're at, depending on how you look at it. So something I think that's interesting in this 1 hour chart, though, is you can see this big sell off here. And that's normal. But we got a bounce at around 320, which appears to be the support for Tuesdays after hours. So that's pretty cool, I think. It tested it there and it did bounce. Now I'm going to draw your guys' attention over to the MACD, and this is just momentum. This blue line here, okay, that's like a faster kind of like moving average, and then you have the gold line or the yellow line. It's a little bit slower. So ideally, when the yellow line crosses, or the blue line crosses the yellow, you'll see a big move in momentum, especially in these smaller cap stocks. And so we're getting pretty close right here, 2 day of this happening. So we closed at 324. We're at 346 in the after hours. We can see some convergence happening right here with Torch, which is pretty cool. And then if we zoom in a little bit more, go into the 5-minute chart, again, you can really see it's really starting to trend above its 20-day and 60-day EMA lines. And these are just trend lines that represent the movement of the stock over either 20, 60, how many days you want to be. Right here, we got 20 and 60. It moved up, it confirmed up for the past 20 minutes or so. So that's really cool. I would say the next level for this thing to break would be 360, and that's represented here by the 252-day moving average. Now, I use 252 days for the reason that that's how many trading days are actually in a year, So I think it's cool to like actually use what's in the year rather than use like 365 or use 200, right? It's more accurate that way. So I would say anything that's over here on the 360, that's what I like. That's what I think will really be at. We'll start seeing some movement. Again, I mean, it's bounced at the support at that 320-ish level, so in there. And then side note, I think it's kind of hard to put definite prices on these supports and these resistances, but everything's in the zones of whether, it's the 320 right here hitting up into 360. We can start seeing that 360 move, again, going here to our 1 hour chart. We can see it move above that 360, and then the next place we'll see it move will be more into this region right here. You guys can see my blue line. So that's really where I think we'll be at price target wise. I mean, I think $5 is totally fair, really conservative. I would say probably like 7 to 8. When we start hitting these bigger numbers, these 5s, 6s, and 7s, go ahead and start taking some profit off the table. That way, when it does come down, inevitably, because it has to, when it inevitably comes down, then you're not losing money. You locked in your profit, and then you're a pretty good trader if you do that, because when to add and when to take away. And those would be the places that you'd really want to start taking away. The fundamental reason for that, though, besides being a good trader and managing risk, would be the fact that once Meta comes out and says they're going to acquire Torch for X amount of dollars per share, you don't want to be on the high end, meaning you don't want to have, you don't want to be trading Torch at $10 when Meta comes out and says they're going to buy it for $7 a share. Right, that's gonna wreck your positioning most likely. So you'd want to be kind of conservative and ready to get in and out, regardless of what happens with the merger. So I hope this helps. This is my first video. I know it's really rough. I'm working on getting a little place set up where I can record these things and make them a lot easier. Like I said, I'm using Zoom just to make it real easy before we get ready for this call that we're going to do in the next 20 minutes. So thanks a ton, guys. As always, if you have questions, DM me through Discord. That's the best place to reach me. I'm on it like all day long, responding to everyone. And I love it. I love helping people. So thanks a lot, guys.